And we're back to wrap this up. Okay, after finishing up episode 4, we'll get into the recap, so let's just dive into it, because episode 5, no time left. Sorry, we're getting into it. I don't have preamble.
Previously on The Walking Dead.
What if my parents come home and I'm not there? I've got my walkie-talkie in case they try that way.
Hey, there were some batteries in one of
Oh,
those
Carly.
boxes. Here, you can have some too.
But we'll be in Savannah, and my parents were in Savannah. They always stay in the same place when they go there.
The Marsh House?
Yes, that's it!
You didn't come into town from the railroad, did you?
We gotta go! Yeah, why?
Clementine?
I feel like that was a problem.
Clementine! Oh. Clementine's gone. Wherever she is, I have to find her. We have a better chance of finding her if we all go together. Who's with me?
We'll look for Clementine together.
Hell yeah.
She's my family now. She's all I got.
Hell, in the end, family's all that matters.
You're right. I owe her. Somehow, I gotta make it right.
Yeah, so we're getting there. All right. I'm debating if I want to do this in one shot. It will... I could... Okay, because I usually do that for the other Telltale games, like Batman and Wolf Among Us, but I'm debating if I want to do that for this, because I just might have a lot of thoughts to air out once we're on the
Vernon,
wrap-up, but we'll see.
Get out here! There doesn't have to be any trouble here. All I want is the girl. Give her back and nobody needs to get hurt. Clementine, are you all right? Where are you? Vernon, you son of a bitch.
Hello, Lee.
Who is this?
It's not Vernon, if that's what you're thinking. And you should really watch your tone. Clementine's fine. But if I were you, I'd choose my next words very carefully.
What do you want from me? Whatever it is, I'll do it. You can let her go.
I want you to never hurt anybody again. This isn't a kidnapping, Lee.
Then what is it?
Then what is it?
A rescue.
Huh. And that's kind of cool how our last decision actually only played out once this chapter started.
Just hold on, Clementine. I'm coming for you.
Don't worry, pal. We'll get her back.
Thanks, man. So now what?
How's that feeling?
Not great. My hand is hot, and it's thumping a little bit.
You seem okay for now.
Yeah. Be direct.
Totally.
We don't have much time.
That's a problem.
We're about to have a lot less. We'll all make sure nothing gets in. You're still the smartest fucker out of all of us. Try
Hey,
to find
thanks,
another
Kenny.
way out of here.
All right. I suppose we were on a deadline, so let's look around. Surgical supplies. Nope, don't shoot it.
I can't get my hands in between the doors.
Okay, there must be something we need. Sorry, we talked to everybody, but let's focus on... With the dead bearing down... But yeah, Vernon and, the other cancer patients are still gone, so that's... Wonder where they went.
Looks like a car jack. I don't want to imagine this being used on a body.
Yeah, as it was described as a rib spreader. Hold on. Okay, I think that's all we needed. All right. Up the fast walk is so funny. Okay.
I'll have these doors open in 2 seconds.
Not hit too hard, or got hit pretty hard. Maybe this isn't going so well. Episode 5. No time left. All right. I'm kind of bracing myself as well.
Is he alive? Shit. This is bad. Fuck! Help me move in.
Okay. This has to be done. Sorry, pal. I gotta do it.
I'm awake!
I'm awake!
Stop! He's awake.
He's still bitten.
So?
This is about trying to save him. At the very least, buy him some time.
Do we have to cut it off, though?
Do we know it works?
You don't know anything.
Is there gonna be a lot of blood?
There's gonna be a shitload of blood.
What if he dies?
Then the rest of us go after Clementine and get the hell out of Savannah.
Damn right. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
well,
If
what are
there's
you
a chance
talking
it
about?
stops you from
I
turning,
just-
we have to take it.
Jesus. What are you guys talking about?
We thought maybe with your bite. If we removed it, you might live.
I know it's drastic,
You think?
but what if it works? It might be the only way.
What do you think?
Yeah. Now that's an interesting one. It's just sort of like, yeah, does that work? Could it do something? And, my thoughts were originally playing this. Do it. If it's a chance, maybe. This is gonna hurt.
Fuck it. Cut it off.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Let's flip this coin.
Fuck this. Fuck. Just gotta do it.
Let him be rightfully nervous.
It was easier when I thought he was out.
Oh, Jesus. Fine. I'll go as fast as I can.
Appreciate it. Okay.
If I don't live through this, I need you to know you.
Try to stay still!
I want to. I want to yell all these things. Yeah, that's rough. And the thing is, when me and my friend did this, we only had Ben. Leah had to do it himself. And that is brutal. It is so bad.
Holy shit.
Just seeing it lie there.
We thought
My
maybe
watch.
we lost you. You've been out a while, man.
My arm's on fire. I can still feel my fingers.
Ugh.
Holy hell. Oh, this hurts more than you can believe.
Do you think you'll be able to travel? You lost some blood.
Yeah. Good. The elevator's open. Let's go.
All right, we'll work with
I'll
this.
bring up the rear. I don't want to bleed on anyone.
Just like little dark humor still in there. Yeah, rough situation, obviously, but maybe this will work. If you cut off where the infection
We're
started,
gonna have to go as
Does it
quiet
spread?
as possible. See if we can make it to an empty floor, or even the roof. You think it's possible for you?
Yeah. Get going.
yeah, climbing a ladder with one hand is not fun.
You okay down there?
there.
Yeah, you kind of like to thrust upwards like that.
It's no big deal. Another arm would just get in the way.
Keep on climbing. It's like the Metal Gear Solid ladder. I've not played that game, so I don't know what's the deal with that ladder. Well, I know the deal, I just, haven't played the game, so... Whoop.
Shit!
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Shut the fuck up, Ben.
Everything okay up there?
I think I just peed myself.
So yes, then.
I don't know, the Metal Gear Solid Collection just finally released, Volume 1. I was thinking about picking that up, but I might wait a while. It's also, I heard, riddled with bugs, but that's if you're playing on PC. Don't know how the console versions are. Either way. But, it's like, I haven't played... Well, I've only played Revengeance and Metal Gear Solid 5. I've not played any of the originals. People talk about Snake Eater, Peace Walker... Or, not Peace Walker, Guns of the Patriots... I've heard nothing but good things about the Metal Gear Solid franchise, and I've not played any of the classic ones. So, good excuse to finally get it. Sorry, unrelated.
Remember when Savannah was empty?
Those Crawford bastards did one thing right, I guess.
There must be thousands of them.
Did they follow us here?
It sure seems like it.
That's crazy. They can't track. They just roam.
Is it? That fucking train wasn't exactly discreet.
Right.
Well, what do we do now?
Yeah, Clem's out there.
Out there somewhere. Gobbled up in all of that.
We'll get to her, Lee. We'll do whatever we
Yeah.
have to.
So that's just why Vernon mentions, like, you
Let's
guys
get
didn't
our
show up by
bearings and
train,
see if
did
we
you? And he
can
probably
figure
saw
out
the
a way to make
herd
it
coming,
across town. Good? Good.
So yeah, we just reinfested the city, basically.
Hospital must have run out of doctors.
And I'm just looking at that. Hold on.
He or she walked away from whatever accident happened. Well, that doesn't really mean much.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah, you can see that they're in the middle of finishing up. The ladder tip this way.
It's an extension ladder. Some poor bastard took a spill.
Yeah, looks like whoever was up here painting that sign went ass over tea kettle.
And then it looks like they just drag themselves over to the edge. Hey, Ben. What's
Say
up?
anything?
There's a fire escape here, and that's about it.
Right into the herd. You still want to die?
Still want to die?
I'm more afraid of getting someone else killed.
Fair. You're here. Don't get me killed.
I'll make sure that doesn't happen as well as I can.
Thanks. Including me?
Getting bitten's not that bad.
Really?
No, it's a death sentence. It's horrible. But try not to worry about it. If we get over to that
Try to
bell
comfort Ben the
tower,
best we can. Again, he's
might
a
have some
screw up,
impact
but we...
on all those
Yeah.
walkers out there.
But then we just run through the streets? I don't know.
What do you think?
I think I'm staring down at my worst nightmare. Just a dusty haze of death.
Try to keep your shit together. I need to get off this roof. You came with me.
You didn't think I would? It's like you said, Clementine has been my biggest, well, only real fan. I'd be a big piece of crap if I didn't.
That's just telltale lampshading how everyone's going to feel about Ben, and Clementine's the only one who cares. Because
like
Ben
Crawford
gives you
Squirrel.
real,
Fuck that place.
Sorry.
Did fix up our boat, though. We get Clementine and get right back.
Make sure she wears her life jacket, okay? Something tells me she's not gonna want to.
I was gonna say Ben gives off real like kid trying to help dad with a house project,
That looks like
and
Crawford's
everything he
square.
does to help gets him yelled at. That's basically what Ben is
See
personified.
anything?
Nah, I'm just, I was taking a minute, actually. Sorry, I know I shouldn't.
What's going on?
A lot.
That's just... everything. Fuck, man. You know,
I do.
I can't thank you enough for what you did for Duck. I don't know how I'd be if you hadn't.
Don't dwell on it.
I look at where we are, right now. And I can't imagine Cat and Duck in all this mess.
Ken,
No, I'm sorry. We're in a fucking hurry to get off this roof. It's not the time. I'm sorry. I'm okay.
there's a bell tower over there.
We know what those do.
Yeah. Could be part of how we get through the streets.
Yeah.
All right.
How many you think are wandering around underneath us right now?
In the hospital? Thousands. I mean, who knows? It was full of dead before, right?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
And out there? Look at that dust. Fuck, man, who knows?
Any thoughts about anything else?
Nah, I'm all right. Just needed to take a second. I'll keep an eye out over here. Sorry.
He's got a lot in his mind, He's calmed down enough where he's not just gonna murder Ben, but, he's thinking about, everything else.
That's the church across the street from the mansion.
Sorry, Jesus.
River Street should be just beyond that.
We need to head back that way. We'll stop off at the mansion, like you said, and make sure we didn't overlook anything.
Yeah. I might have a way to clear us a path. If I can make it to that bell tower, I can draw the walkers down to that side of the hospital. There'll be thousands of them. That'll thin out the streets between here, the mansion, and River Street. Even if it's just for a few minutes. Anything over here?
I was gonna say anything else we can touch?
Honestly, my vision isn't great. I think it's allergies or all that shit those walkers are kicking up.
Allergies. Shit. People used to get those.
I know, right? You never see anybody in an end-of-the-world story with hay fever. It's not the time to get wistful.
I know. It's this deal with Clem. It's everything. It's put this rage inside me like I can't even say. I used to get allergies too, and just... fuck. Who was that guy?
Someone with priorities?
Someone who lived in a different world.
Got any good ideas for getting through that, herd?
I'm working on it. Are you gonna be able to hang in there?
I have to.
There's a
The
bell
mansion's
tower.
that way.
Yeah.
If we can use that bell tower to bring them to that side of the hospital, it won't be an easy trip back toward River Street, but it wouldn't be impossible.
I'm with you. Just have to get over there.
I was thinking you and Omid wouldn't come with me.
We can't stop looking out for each other.
You two have been solid since day one.
Yeah.
What's this, day 3? 4?
Yeah, it hasn't been long.
I appreciate it.
It hasn't been long, but yeah, I like Omid and Krista. Krista's a hard ass, but she's gotta be because Omid is how do I want to put it? Very soft ass. But
What's up over
yeah,
Bell tower. That's what's up.
here? Yeah. That could help. Hey. How's the leg?
It's doing a lot better. Thanks for going into Crawford for me, even if it wasn't entirely for me. Clementine, too. She's tough as hell.
Isn't she?
Yeah. Don't worry more than you should about her, okay?
I think you're Clem's favorite. Hold on.
Let's see if we can make it out to that bell tower.
Okay. Be careful, though. I don't want you going any sooner than you have to.
Thanks.
Fair.
I think you're Clem's favorite. You know that?
Really?
Yeah, she's a big fan. You get away with shit I never would.
We're getting her back, Lee. You know that, right?
Yeah.
When we get this fucker, we'll get out of sight and leave you with him. You get me?
I get you.
And that's why Omid just jump. Hold on.
No way. It's higher than this roof for starters.
I think I can do it. Yep, I'm trying to...
With the bell tower on this side of the hospital and the mansion over there, that might be our way off this rooftop. If I can make it to that bell tower, I can draw the walkers down to that side of the hospital. There'll be thousands of them. That'll thin out the streets between here, the mansion, and River Street. Even if it's just for a few minutes.
Right, lay out the plan. So, now that we got that... yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, Lee seems just like a touch more slouched. But, you know, arm and all.
Whoa, you need some help with that?
I got it. Damn it.
Can someone help stretch this?
Shit.
The bells.
I told you about that.
Could buy us some time. Draw as many as we can this way. Get down off the roof on the opposite side and bust our asses getting back to the mansion.
You think you should be the one to go?
My leg's feeling better. Let me do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, Ben'll do it.
If we have to decide who takes a risk like this, it should be the guy who's got the least to lose. What's the worst that could happen? I get bitten again?
Fair.
So we're agreed then.
Sorry, Ben, you still can't do anything.
Why the hell are we letting the one-armed guy do all the high-risk maneuvers?
Because the one-armed guy insists. Now shut up about it.
We talked about this.
That thing looks a little rickety.
Sorry,
You
Jesus.
keep that shit to yourself next time?
Yeah, this would be my worst nightmare, you know. I already have a fear of heights, I'm going to be honest. And so, like, this...
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Holy shit, man!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was wishing I had my other hand.
No shit! Try to find another way out of there?
It's locked. Shit.
Just say, open the
exit in
hatch.
here's locked.
It's just more zombies. Oh, God.
They're coming this way.
Tons of them! Jesus!
Now get back here.
All right, Batman, you better learn how to glide.
I think I have to jump. There's no way back.
You can make it! It ain't that far!
It's not that far.
I'm so fucked.
Let's be honest about it. Yeah, get a running start. Oh, wait! There we go.
Good goddamn leap, pal. Let's get the hell off this roof.
Alrighty. Making progress. Hold on, I just realized something. I'm gonna pause real quick because I gotta make a call. I just had a thought come through my mind, so hold on. Whoops, I hit my mic. Sorry. Okay, back. Sorry, I just had it cross through my mind. It's just like, I know someone I know is in running errands in somewhere right now. It's like, hey, could you pick me up something? Because you're going to be around here to drop something off later. Ow, come on, cat. Ow, 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 ow. Sorry, I got my cat jumping on my shoulder now, too. Can you please just not? Okay, off the shoulder, down on the lap. Okay, back on track. Sorry, unrelated stopping point. Continuing. Get out of my way.
Holy.
Oh, that's not
What
good.
the fuck? Come on, just come the fuck on!
Well, we're not coming back here.
Clementine.
Clem.
Who? Fuck.
No.
How could this happen?
This was Vernon.
You think so?
Definitely.
Hey, guys. Lee's right. It was Vernon in that support group.
No fucking way!
Yeah, the
The invalids?
Their actions contradict your characterization.
I wouldn't use that word, but
yeah, the invalids.
He's right. They're not invalids. They're just people. People who've been dealing with shitty situations even longer than we have. No wonder they got the jump on us.
I don't give a fuck if their Make-A-Wish was a fucking boat ride!
Jesus
When I find them,
Christ.
I'm gonna rip their throats out!
We'll never.
I mean, well, would we have done the same?
Says the guy who wouldn't take a box of food from an abandoned car.
Things have changed.
You guys did
He
what?
says he feels bad about leaving Clementine behind, but the boat was an opportunity they couldn't pass up.
Vernon
Yeah.
probably planned this out the second he laid eyes on that boat.
Probably
They
not.
fucked
I think
us.
he just didn't like us at the end. Well, even if he did.
Omid, can you go over the fence and let us into the backyard? We shouldn't be out in the open.
Yeah.
This is not happening. Everything is so fucked.
Clementine is still out there.
So we get Clementine, and then what?
We get the fuck out of cities. I'm done with cities. We go into the countryside and make a go of it.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea to me.
Nobody asked you.
You just did.
Don't get fucking smart with me, Ben.
Chill.
Do you remember we had a boat?
Keep it together.
A boat!
Everyone keep it together. Nothing has changed, has it?
I mean, it
Nothing
has a bit.
changed?
I mean, immediately. We stay the course. Don't turn on each other.
Yeah, chill out, Kenny.
Ben, you're not the one to be telling him that.
We can do this in the yard.
Ben, I swear to God.
What do we do without a boat?
Get to the countryside. That might be the
Get to
best.
the countryside. You dicked around with cities and coastlines and boats too long. Take her out there. Live as safe as you can, okay?
Look, I agree with you. I think out in the country is the safest place to be. But you're not dead yet, so put a pin in that, okay?
Yeah, pausing it real quick because, yeah, to bring up, even if you're on good terms with Vernon or people stay behind, because no matter what happens, whoever stays behind to watch the boat gets beaten up. Like, it was really funny, even if, especially if it's Kenny and Ben left alone, for whatever reason. And yeah, just, they still get jumped and then they get, the boat stolen. And, Kenny's especially pissed about that, being there and getting humiliated. But, yeah, so they nabbed the boat.
Where the hell do you get off?
I'm just saying we should all chill. Not just you.
Chill. Lee's bitten and God knows how long he has left. Clementine is who the fuck knows, and we're robbed of the only hope we've had.
So?
So Lee should have left your ass in Crawford. We got enough problems.
Fuck you, Kenny.
Hey, he's finally biting back.
Whoa, Ben!
No, let him.
Yeah.
I am so sorry about Katja and Duck. I am. And I know I fucked up. But stop pushing me around and stop wishing I was dead. No! You know how they die. You've said goodbye. I never got to see my family, my parents, my little sister. Do you get that? Your family is gone, but at least you had them to lose. I never made it home. They could be alive or dead or walkers or worse, and I don't know. So give me a fucking break!
Oh, Ben,
Yeah. You know what? In Ben's defense, that's like his best moment, because he's got a point. Because, again, despite him screwing up, he's never even given a
shouldn't be
chance
able
to
to get into
prove
the
himself,
backyard,
and
right?
he doesn't even know,
Maybe not.
you
We
know...
can secure this place.
Hold on.
Krista! Get upstairs. Make sure nobody's here.
On it.
Kenny. Look for weapons. Gather anything you can find.
Will do.
Chris will remember that.
Kill anything that gets in.
You know you're talking to me, right?
Yeah!
Do it!
I should have had him
Follow
move
me.
furniture.
What is it?
The front door!
Front doors!
God damn it. Oh. Okay.
Lee, help!
Cut their fucking arms off!
There's gotta be a knife or something in there.
Hurry!
Top drawer. There we go.
Take their goddamn arms
Already
off.
bloodied. Chop those fingers. They all fall off individually.
Now what?
Everybody. We have to hide, and then find a way out.
Lee's right. This place is secure. We're patient, and then we get going.
Maybe we don't have that much time. Oh, hey, Zombie Bree.
New plan! Get upstairs!
Go!
Sorry, Bree.
Guys, help me with this!
It's rabbit tap.
Everyone get to the end of the hallway.
What do we do now?
This'll slow him down. We get to the end of the hallway and take a fucking stand.
We can't let ourselves get trapped.
Let's get as many as we can. And when we see an opening, we go for it. How many bullets y'all have?
3.
5.
4. 2. Y'all know where to aim.
Get ready.
Well, I'm out.
I'm out!
Me too! Fuck! Where do we go? There's no goddamn opening!
Up!
Attic.
Go!
We should have did that in the first place. Then they wouldn't have had eyesight on us. Now, hopefully their dangly arms don't grab anything.
Here, I'm not good with these. You dropped it down there.
That could have gone better.
Everyone okay?
Lee's still bitten.
I'm aware.
Okay, let's get out of here and keep moving.
Kid's right. We gotta keep moving. Think there's any chance we get Clem and catch up to those goddamn thieves?
Probably not.
Maybe.
Where we're not going out through this window. No latches, no roof access, and 30 feet straight down.
Anyone have any ideas?
I bet this guy would. He's got a resourceful air about him.
Knock it off.
Nixon Kent III. Industrial...
Need?
Krista. Just trying to lighten the fucking tone.
We need solutions, not stupid jokes. I'm sorry.
So...
We shouldn't have
No
cut. No,
ideas.
there's got to be another way.
There's gotta be another way.
Check the floor for any other access, a vent, anything.
Or we wait for the house to clear out and stick to the high ground.
Hey, you're not looking great, and you're warm.
Hey, don't stop.
I'm okay. I'm where my parents. No.
What did that mean?
She's at the hotel. Where her parents were staying. He hasn't moved her.
Yet.
Yeah. Yet.
We need to start thinking about more than just Clementine when it comes to our urgency.
What do you mean?
How do we get out of here?
That's the whole point. We don't know.
Okay, now your life depends on it. How do you get out of here?
I don't know. I don't get it.
I do.
Like I said, everyone needs to keep looking for a way out, damn it. We're trapped in here.
Do you think that worked?
I don't know. I hope so.
I think we need to have an adult conversation about what happens if Lee takes another spill.
Hey, look.
We could be looking at a Larry situation here.
Who's Larry?
It don't matter.
He looks fine to me.
What do you want to
Hey,
do
what
then?
do you want to do?
Just talk about it.
Does that conversation end with me getting something dropped on my head?
Now, hey,
Guys, I don't know what happened before Omid and I showed up, but we can cross this bridge when we get to it.
Lee, I'm not advocating anything here, but how is this not a thing? We're all so worked up about Clementine that we're forgetting what the fuck happened to you.
What if it was you, and it was Duck out there?
That's
Go
not.
there, friend.
Yeah, that wasn't the
Bet
right
you'd
play,
rather
but I
stay
didn't like the
focused
other
on
options
problem,
either.
Not have people turn on you.
This is getting out of hand.
You're gonna listen to me. We will get Clementine back, with or without you, because I haven't given up everything to die because we were stupid.
I'm sorry, okay? Fuck, we can't do this!
We're gonna have to. Ah!
Yeah, sorry, I grabbed it first. But if you
ruined that
don't,
dude's
Kenny
face.
grabs it and does the same
Shut
thing.
up, sweetie. Look.
Sorry, I cut off Omid's joke.
It's corroded to hell.
What's on the other side of this wall? A 30-foot drop?
No, this mansion butts up against the one next door.
I'll be damned.
We're not lifers on Alcatraz.
This wall ain't shit.
Is that really possible?
Yeah, we can do this.
I mean, using a blunt object on the
We're working
wood
shit.
is...
Omid, Krista, and I. Lee, you rest. We have to work fast.
Yeah, I wasn't going to hurt you.
Sorry.
Me
But-
too. I get it. Go sit down.
Yeah, tensions are high, but yeah. They can be trapped into us, and we just use all of our bullets. So... that'd make it real bad if we turned.
I'm glad you told us when you got bitten. It would have been easy not to.
Yeah. Well,
We probably would have let you go alone if you hadn't told us, which would have been a mistake.
If I
Yeah,
were you, I would have been scared shitless.
if you were me, you'd be a foot taller. That's mean, but I like it. I want to say I am.
taller
Hey,
and about 50 pounds heavier. You wouldn't get scared as much.
your arm and my leg. I'll cripple fight you right here, buddy.
Oh, I still got this one. I can put my right palm on your forehead and just let you swing away.
Fine, you win, jerk.
So weird. I keep doing a double take on your arm, expecting it to be there.
I'm hoping whatever's in their bite is gone too.
What do you think the odds are of that?
I don't know. I know everyone's wondering. Even if it just slows down the process, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
You don't mean
Because I imagine the bite, whatever's in the bite, whatever infection, it's already gone through his bloodstream.
We figure out who he is, and why he's doing this. We can rescue Clem, but she won't be safe if this guy's not gonna stop.
So, did your crew get into any shit before you met up with us?
A lot.
Is it possible to have survived and not gotten into some shit?
And, you know, whatever happens to you,
Seriously, can we not talk like that? The entire time we were at the hospital, I could sense you think you're as good as dead.
I was bitten, Krista.
You cut it off.
What good is it to plan around that working?
What good is it for you to give up?
I haven't given up.
Yeah, this is a tough one because, yeah, do we want Kenny to look after her? He is the one who knows her the most out of them, but he's in kind of a rough spot. But then there's Omid and Krista, you know. Clem likes them both. It makes sense. So even with this, even despite how much we know with Kenny,
I want you guys to take her.
Stop it.
I'm serious. She'd be safe and relatively happy with you two.
We're not doing this right now.
Krista.
sorry, Ken is also a good option, but these two,
It's
yeah,
what I want.
2 to 1, basically.
What about him?
We gotta support him. He's only a kid still. It's easy to forget that.
Yeah,
He loses shit like that often?
never.
That was a first.
It's good that he did. Kenny couldn't pull that shit on me.
The kid killed his family, so there's been some tension there.
Yeah,
Really? What happened?
a lot.
Kenny's son got bitten during a raid by some gang that Ben was secretly helping. They used him. Kenny's wife died because of their son.
Jesus.
Well, seems like it got through to Kenny. Whatever that's good for.
All right, I'm out of gas. You look good and rested.
Sure, if you don't count an infected leg.
You want me to do it?
Nah, and you can hop in after me.
Shouldn't be long now. It's good we're forced to take a breath. Feeling any better?
Still feels recently chopped.
Still feels pretty recently chopped. So no, Kenny feels about as good as you'd expect.
I mean, do you think it worked? Did it help at all?
I feel like a man who got bitten. So take that for what it's worth.
I still can't believe you went and got chomped. Just fucking hell.
At least he told us.
Took some brass. I don't think I would've.
How are you?
I don't know how to answer that.
I'm sorry. You've lost more than anyone.
It'll be all right, Ken.
Why you acting like what's happened ain't happened? Anyway, I appreciate it from both of you. A lot of us have lost families.
He wanted to die in Crawford.
What's that now?
When I had him there, in my hand. He wanted me to drop him. He asked me to.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
I'm glad it was you making that call and not me.
Yeah, he thought you just couldn't, you just couldn't save him, but no, that's not what it was. It was Ben
Tell you much
asking.
about what we've been through?
Bits and pieces.
Before y'all, we had this woman, Lily, with us. Lord knows where she is now. Anyway, we had to make some tough calls with her dad. She came between Lee and I pretty good. And I spent a lot of nights hating this guy's guts.
You're still a bastard.
I'm sorry for hurting you in any way, Kenny. It's impossible to go through life without causing some sort of pain. But sometimes I can't help but wonder if I could have caused a little less.
You and me both, Doc.
And that's hindsight.
Cheers.
Nah,
Nah,
I'm fine. Probably not smart for her. Because, there are some hints, but that kind of seals it.
No walkers. Things are looking up.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Are we in transition? Okay. No, there have been kind of like subtle hints. What have Krista and Omid been arguing about? And what was that look they were giving each other? She's pregnant. And that's why, that Crawford video hit her so hard because she had to think about, her in that situation. And yeah.
This place seems pretty sealed off. Well,
Might have been the right choice. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving. Gotta go.
Yeah. We've seen so many people. I don't know why these ones break my heart.
What's heartbreaking is not giving yourself a chance. It's what Katya did.
Jesus. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, so these people implies they, weren't
She
even
left
bit.
me. My son. People that cared about us. I forgive her, but it don't make it any less wrong. You don't just end it because it's hard. You stick it out, and you help the folks you care about. So let's figure a way out of here and get that little girl.
We should move.
And that also kind of sums up
Got
Ben.
just one shot left.
Let's clear the room before we move on. Lee, figure out where we're headed.
Sorry. And, you know, Kenny saying that out loud, it's just like, well, that's how Ben was feeling too, and you not giving him a chance, you know.
House is full, too. Stay quiet.
Ken?
Lee, you okay?
Yeah.
Let's keep at it.
This is what I wanted from me and Carly.
Don't ask me how I'm doing. Let's just keep going.
Fair. Krista?
I guess Crawford would have gotten them anyway.
Benjamin?
You still with us, Ben?
Yeah, Lee. I just want to help.
Omid?
It's sick, but think of all the pain they avoided.
Yeah.
What do you call this thing?
Fancy?
Art?
Just such hesitance.
Nothing other than personal items in here.
Looks like we can stay off the streets all the way to River Street if we're careful.
Let's go.
Go ahead.
Gotta be a little careful. Maybe someone else should go first so they can help me in case... There we go. Oh, no. Ooh. How did all the trash get on top of you?
Me and my fucking mouth.
Holy fuck! What are we gonna do?
Stay up here. Keep an eye out.
Okay, but I can't see much from up here.
Just let us know if they start coming down the alley. We'll be back.
Be careful.
Right. So, that's a problem.
Ow. I'm okay. I'm okay. Just get me out of here.
Are you okay?
I just said I'm okay.
What happened, Ben?
I'm sorry. Just get me up. My legs hurt, I think.
We're gonna get your ass up.
Really? I thought you...
That's a bit of a problem.
Fucking hell.
What is it? I'm okay. I'm okay.
We can get you up. We can,
Ow! Oh, God!
He's screwed.
Just yank him off that thing.
What?
Fast. Like a band-aid.
do you think...
That's probably gonna rupture something. But we don't got the time to deliberate now.
Fuck!
We need someone on the back and someone on the front to lift him straight up.
Oh God, don't let them get to me!
Do you have any bullets left? This has only got one left in it.
I'm out.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Go back. She needs you, Lee.
Kenny!
This is not a discussion!
No.
Hell no, man! I'm not leaving!
What did I just say?
Not like this.
Get out of here!
Ken.
What the fuck, Kenny?
Lee, it's okay.
No, Ken. No, it's not!
It's just something I gotta do. You know that. Go get that girl. Back, you sons of bitches!
Damn it, Kenny! God damn it!
Oh, fuck! Kenny, please!
Damn.
What happened?
I couldn't do anything. Ben was really messed up. Kenny couldn't leave him, and it was just fucked. God damn! God!
We've had our problems with Kenny, but
Kenny made sure that Ben didn't feel any more pain than he had to.
What?
It was Ben's biggest fear, you know. Kenny had one bullet, and that's how he used it. God, poor fucking kid.
yeah. So even that came back around.
You saw them die?
Nobody was getting out of there.
I'm sorry, Lee.
He wasn't a bad guy. A lot of folks might not have always agreed. Maybe even me.
But still, to see our, Kenny had his issues, but our longest running friend to go out like that.
Right behind you.
And, Ben, not necessarily, or trying to find the right word, but, Kenny, despite all his hatred towards Ben, didn't let him suffer like, he probably would have a while ago. He had something to, Ben reached something in him,
Do you want
and
to
at the very least, Kenny took him out, in the cleanest way he could.
Kenny was my friend.
Soon as someone dies, they don't immediately have to have their sins forgiven.
He was what passes for a friend now.
I understand. Look, Lee, this is a shitty time, but I want to clear something up.
What is it?
Now with Kenny gone, means Omid and I have to stay safe. For her.
Right. Find her a family that's capable.
You guys would be great for her. Keep her safe.
We do our best. You know that.
Are you okay?
I should be asking you that.
Before, in the attic.
It's nothing.
What's nothing?
Let's just keep moving.
Oh, he doesn't even know. Or wait, no, he should know because... Yeah. No, wait, he definitely does. Sorry. But, yeah. I don't know why I assumed it's like, no, he should know, but yeah. It's just when he asks what's nothing, it's because we figure something
Street's
out.
just up ahead. Oh, careful.
Even the buildings are full.
You never know where their next meal is.
Be careful through here.
Yeah, we don't need any more accidents. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think this is the spot where there's a deviation if you don't have Ben, but I think that's more important to talk about another time. Macabre Street. Macabre Imports.
Marshall's Hotel is round the corner of the block.
Boy, it is right nearby where we found the boats. Almost like we could have stopped there.
Well, at least it doesn't look like a death trap. Who's going first?
You're the lightest.
He's got a busted leg and you're walking for two. I'm obviously not doing so hot. Decision doesn't make itself. I'll go first, in case anything happens out there.
Yeah,
You
fair.
sure?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you didn't piece it together there, that basically is pointed out.
Just go nice and slow.
This is fine. Not a problem. No big deal.
Almost there. It's an easy crossing.
Good.
So good. Smooth.
Shit!
Oh, fuck!
Boy, this will be easier with a second arm.
Shit.
Are you okay?
Fine. I'm kind of fucked here.
What are you gonna do?
Fuck it. I'm going for it.
Going for it?
What does that mean?
It means I'm already bitten. I just have to push my way through.
What the fuck? But maybe you got to it fast enough. Maybe you'll be fine.
I can't risk losing more time on a long shot. Let's meet outside of town, by the train.
The train's
you
probably the
nuts?
best thing we got.
It's the only way. Do you hear me?
Yeah, by the train.
Jesus! We'll be there!
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're far enough. We'll see this episode to the end. What's the saying? Never pick a fight with the man who's got nothing left to lose. Now, this is awesome. Because it just... Screw it. Okay. Hey. That kind of looks familiar. Okay, but yeah, that's awesome. Just saying, you know, hell with it and just cutting through the horde, and it's so damn cool. Sorry. We gotta track this person down. That looks suspicious.
I got us adjoining rooms.
Where is she?
I already told you she's fine. You look horrible.
I feel horrible.
And you're missing an arm. Go over there. Put your things down.
Let me out! Who's out there?
Quiet, please, sweetie. Your things. There.
I mean, we don't got much. I only have this radio.
Okay.
You travel light. I don't believe you.
That's everything. Go ahead and search me.
No, I'm not touching you. Just sit down.
I mean, all we else got is the cleaver, but hey, this guy's got a gun, so I think it's fair.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I figured it. I didn't at first, but...
Yeah, I know who you are.
You saw my car out front then. You see anything else you want in there? Not a whole lot left.
I did take from you.
Your people didn't?
I didn't agree with it.
That's what Clementine said. Why didn't you?
Yeah. So, just pausing for a moment. This is the guy from the car. And the thing I realized at the very beginning of the game, actually, kind of funny, but you actually, in the very beginning of the game, in the car with the police officer, you actually do see that car driving down the road and that guy inside of it. You also see that guy driving every other car on the road. Which I'm sure is just like, you were using the asset and probably something no one will notice. But at first it's just sort of like, oh, he was there the whole time, you know? Not literally, but yeah. You see his car and you see him. And the fact that you see his model in every other car, I think is just, you know, for the sake of convenience. But anyway, so that's, you know, he's there. You were coming back? It wasn't right. She didn't want me to.
It wasn't right. It wasn't our stuff.
That's real good of you.
Look, what do you want me to say?
And even though we didn't take the stuff, we probably still benefited from some way.
I want you to know what happened. Have you ever hurt somebody you care about?
What time is it? Not on purpose, but...
Yes, of course.
Who?
My wife, Kenny, Clementine, so many. But I suppose from where it all started.
My wife.
Clementine said she wasn't with you.
I heard her a long time ago.
How?
In a lot of ways. Doesn't matter.
In a lot of ways. She traveled for work. I didn't like that. I wanted a family.
A reasonable thing to want.
So we fought, and it made my biggest fear come true. Got sick one day on my way to class. Canceled it and went home. Found her there with someone else. Killed him.
And with a senator
I
of
was
all
mad
people
at her
too.
for so long, and I can't imagine how much pain she felt. How about you?
You know, just filling in a lot of blanks about, you know, the lease past before all this.
I hurt her so bad. My son Adam went missing. I took him out hunting even though my wife said he was too young. I figured he had to learn. I came back without him, and the look on her face said, "You are a monster." We all went out looking for him. We never found him. I hurt her so bad. And then we came back, and all our stuff was gone. Your people, Lee. That asshole in the ball cap. His stupid fucking wife. I could have earned her trust back if they hadn't made our situation so desperate.
I'm sorry.
The hungrier we got, the more she blamed me. Until she finally took our daughter Elizabeth and left. They didn't get far. I found them a day later in the road. Do I look like a monster to you?
We all do. Well, that's actually very appropriate. Because, you know, it's like, yes, but he doesn't look, you know, any different. He looks like a normal guy. He looks like us, you know? So, and, you know, this whole game has just been, you know, not to get too deep into it, but, you know, zombies as a metaphor are not like, you know, the real antagonists of zombie media. They are just simply the catalyst that let humans and people, you know, they're just the force that drives humans to do whatever they feel like, whatever they want in desperation, whatever they think they need to do, or let the nature of who they are come out. So, you know, in the grand scheme of monster media, we all look like monsters.
All do.
Some more than others. I'm not like you. You walked a little girl into a dairy full of sick people and let them get their hands on her.
We didn't know the depths. I was trying to find a safe place for her.
Find someplace safe for her.
You abandoned a defenseless, grieving woman.
Yet you weren't there. You don't know the full context.
There.
You brought her to the most dangerous place in this city where she could have died.
She wanted to come.
That's not the whole story.
The whole story?
How could you know all this?
You're a monster. You're a murderer and a thief. And I'm gonna hurt you so bad.
I didn't steal from you. Just give Clem back. Or it doesn't have to be this way.
Just give me Clementine back.
I'd rather kill her myself. Because that's what will happen if she goes with you. After I found Clementine on my radio, I wasn't even mad at you. I was coming for the others. For revenge. But the more I heard about the things you did and the danger she was in, our plan changed. Lee, listen to me. I need you to hear this before what happens next. I can take care of her. We can have a family. I bet you don't even know how old she is.
She's 8.
wrong. She's 9.
But
Her birthday was 6 days ago.
Ugh.
I know how to be a dad, you know. She wouldn't be exposed to what she has been with you.
How do you know for sure?
that's not happening. You're crazy.
Keeping her with you is crazy.
You'll have to kill me.
Yeah, I know.
That's the plan.
Hey, honey, I think this is all gonna work out.
What are you...
I'm glad too. I wish it wouldn't have had to get this bad, but
All right.
it's all over, hon. Isn't it?
Just about.
I hate seeing you like this.
I suppose if we
miss
left a
you
weapon
so
on the
much,
table.
honey.
But that'll do.
I miss you so much, Tess. You're gonna like Clementine a lot, though. She's not Lizzie, but she's sweet. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Nope. I want to do something.
Son of a bitch! Just go away! Die!
That feels right. As horrible as it is.
I...
It's okay. It's okay.
Your arm's gone. Why? That's so scary.
I had an accident. We'll talk about it somewhere safe.
You don't smell good.
Yeah, I know. Did he hurt you?
No. Not really. I'm sorry, Lee.
Clem, it's okay. We need to get you somewhere safe. And then we have to talk, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
Everything's okay now. We need to figure out how to get out of Savannah as fast as we can.
We can use this. Sorry, now I'm responding to some texts.
Hey. You weren't afraid.
I was.
You didn't act like it.
I know. I am now.
It's okay.
Fair. No, sorry. As, rough as that is, it felt, appropriate for Clem to do that. I remember her being able to. Because otherwise I think we just kept strangling him, but eventually we would have given... I don't remember if we give out or we can just hold him there. But if you just lighten up, she takes over. And she did it.
Which way out?
Through there.
And yeah, so that... Well, one more thing. What was he doing? Oh, Christ.
Jesus. Don't look in there.
No, I know.
So, that guy... Okay, she said through there. But that guy,
Which way out?
Through there.
Okay. So that guy, yeah, got a radio frequency connected got his radio frequency and he was able to connect to Clementine. And yeah, so she starts telling him about what happened because he's probably scoping out the area to kill us because, yeah, he's trying to get revenge for his family in a sense. but then connects to Clementine. And it was just like, no, Lee didn't steal from us. We'll go after everyone else. But then he hears about everything else we've done, about the rest of the events of the game, basically. And the thing is, he acts like he could do better. He lost his own son. And in a way that sounds like he lost track of him and, just wasn't paying attention. It doesn't even imply just like he got bit or something, and that's why he came back without him. No, he just lost track of him. And that's it. And he thinks he can do better with Clem. He's trying to get a replacement for his entire family, aside from his wife, who he decapitated and put in the bowling bag. But he's thinking he can do better in all these crazy situations we've been in. Yes, none of these decisions were right, like he has any place to judge about, as if he has any place to judge in the decisions we made, ourselves. And you know what? That's kind of a metaphor. He's kind of a metaphor for everyone complaining about the decisions you make in a game or, in this game or other ones. And it's just like, well, why'd you do that? It's like, you weren't there. You weren't in my shoes. You don't know my sensibilities or what I know or what I've been through. These were my choices. You've got no place to judge or think you can backseat and know you could have done better. So, commentary. Not so fast, cowboy.
It didn't bite you.
Yeah, I know it. Must have.
You're covered in all that gross stuff.
Sorry, I got my cat sneezing behind me. I don't know if that came up on the mic.
That's how we'll get out of Savannah.
Yeah, we might have a disguise.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry. Scoop the walker. This is gonna suck, but yeah. Sorry. And the thing is, it's gotta be so cold and gross and everything.
We'll get you cleaned up as soon as we can.
Not soon enough.
Fair.
Are you done?
A little more. I want to be sure.
Sorry. Mom usually took mud baths here, but this is much worse.
I hope so.
Yeah.
You're missing something.
Oh yeah, her hat.
It was gone.
I thought you were gone.
Thank you.
And, I suppose the question is, like, how did he grab her? I suppose he knew where we were, so he just called her out and snatched her up. That's how she lost her hat, the walkie-talkie.
I'll keep you safe.
And we don't need the walkie-talkie anymore. I don't think the prop even showed up to grab it. But hey, you get gross enough. If you smell dead, they think you are dead. And this was so tense the first time because you're wondering, it's like, did this really work? And they kind of move and just sort of like, something's close. Something's not quite right. And yet, they can't pin us down. Outsmarted, you dumb sons of bitches. And there's the confirmation. You know, Lee always assumed maybe they didn't get out or they didn't make it. And there's the confirmation.
Lee, wake up. Please don't be dead. Please, no.
Not far off.
Lee, I was so scared. I thought you left me. I saw my parents.
I know. They didn't get to you, right?
No.
Ugh.
We got away. They're dead for sure.
Now you know. But yeah, how pale he's getting and the glow in his eyes.
We can't. There's thousands of them outside.
We have to. I'll protect you. We'll push through
No,
them.
no, that's crazy. I saved you. We're safe here. I locked us in.
Get that door open.
I can't.
Do it!
Yeah.
It was only a little open when I found it. I closed it to keep us safe.
Hold on 3. 1, 2, 3.
We can't lock her in here with us.
See?
Clementine, honey. My arm is gone because I cut it off.
Why would you do that?
Because I was bitten, Clem.
Please, no. No. That's not true.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Clementine. I'm supposed to take care of you. I can't now.
Oh.
I know.
Like the title of the episode, there's no time left.
I think there might be a way out over there.
Good girl. Let's go. I might be a little slow.
I'll help you.
And this confirms, you know, it didn't work. That cutting off the arm did not save us, or at least when we did it. And if you're going through that zombie horde... Sorry.
You can lean on me if you have to.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
And if you go through that zombie
I was
horde and
hoping
you mess
by
up
bringing
times,
you
you
in
get
here.
bit more times. So...
You couldn't have known. I should have told you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
Sorry
talking...
At the hotel.
Yeah.
Keep going. We're almost there.
I'll save that. There'll be a moment.
Get up, Lee. The door is right here.
I can't.
You have to.
Damn, I can't move. This is it for me here.
Please, please try to get up.
Using gameplay to drive the point home.
I can't. You don't have much time. You gotta do something. Fast.
Like what?
You're gonna have to make sure I don't turn.
You won't, though.
Them. I will. You know what you have to do.
No. I can't. There's no way.
We'll figure it all out. Don't worry. way out's through there, Clem.
I know.
There's a baseball bat under the counter, Clem. You can use that.
Now I'm gonna direct her.
We'll get you out. Don't worry. Doing good.
Now try.
Okay.
Yes, it. You're smarter than all of them. The way out's through there, Clem.
That was how she would open
I
that.
know.
And don't be scared of the walker. You'll be fine.
Oh.
Grab the chair, Clem. Use it to reach in to the lock.
Right.
Trapped.
This'll be easy then. He's got keys. Probably to that door. And everything you'll need.
Grab that bat again. Nope.
There are handcuffs on the ground. Get them.
Okay, Lee.
Make sure you're out of grabby range. The hair's short now, so. I'm just seeing.
You have to handcuff the walker. You can kill it easy then.
I don't think she can.
I don't know, Lee.
You can do it. Just be careful.
I never tried that before, actually. Because the real thing to do is attach Lee to the radiator in case he turns before she can finish. Can she actually do this? Oh, really? Okay. Good job.
What should I get first?
The gun.
Get the gun, Clem. Always the gun.
Oh, God.
Get him! Get him! Grab it! Watch out!
Right, now our hand's free, to, not tied to the radiator, so we can help her out. Okay, yeah. I've never tried that before. I've only just...
I did it. I got him.
Good job, girl.
Great, Clem. Good job.
Now the hard part.
Hey, Em, you can do anything.
But I'm little.
Doesn't mean nothing. You go see bad stuff, but it's okay.
My parents. It's so horrible.
I can't imagine, sweet pea.
And now, you? Please. Please don't be one of them. Please don't become a walker.
There's only one thing you can do. You know that.
I don't know if I can.
We can't let this happen to
No.
Lee. Not after everything, and we know what happens.
Megan, first days we met.
Do?
When I went out to rescue that boy Glenn, we met a girl. She'd been bitten too. All she wanted was to not come back as a walker.
Lee?
And I remember how hard it was to do that. But I'm glad I did. You don't want to see me like one of them.
Okay, Lee. I can do it. I can.
Don't trust anybody. Find a group. Find Omid and Krista. They're still around.
Krista. They're outside of town.
What about Kenny and Ben?
You remember how to get back there?
Yes.
Good. They'll take good care of you. And Clem.
So I don't like the other two pieces of advice.
And also,
What is it?
no, don't worry. All right.
You'll be okay. I'll miss you.
Miss you.
Me too.
Okay. Sorry. That is rough every single time. The Walking Dead. Yeah. And I remember hearing this little factoid, but right at the end, after the screen goes black, you hear a slight breath from Lee. And I guess that was Dave Fennoy actually breaking down in tears in the booth, and that's where they cut him off. God damn. What remains? Complete season 1, episode 5. Desperation. Remove Lee's arm. Ewan's like, maybe there's a chance. Again, even if it buys you time, and you know, losing an arm does make certain things harder, but in the end, it doesn't work because, like I said, whatever this is, it's probably already in your in his bloodstream. Maybe if you did that sooner, but we haven't tried it and we don't know if it works in the first place. So, yeah, that's, you know, and something that happens if you fight your way out of the horde, you know. If you fight your way out and you're chopping through zombies, if you make mistakes, Lee just gets bit more times. And I didn't get bit a second time, and I still turned. That one bite is all you needed. Getting more just, makes you feel worse, but it doesn't prevent you from turning regardless. Fallout, lost temper, you grab it. Even though I knew what would happen, but yeah. So I think that's not really anyone's fault. That's just what kind of happens. Again, it's just like the reflex. But, that's how it goes. In the end, no ill will to Kenny or anybody. Because, yeah, Kenny's got his problems, but in the end, he's still one of our, earliest and longest lasting friend, out of everybody. And even when I disagreed with him, I never wanted anything bad to happen to him. And when things kept happening to him, I tried my best to keep with him, but, yeah. And again, with him and Ben, well, there's a lot to talk about. Disarmed, gave up your weapons. 70% of players kept weapons. Yeah, probably. And I think there's chance for more weapons, but yeah. Sorry. But yeah, no, we're not handling the stranger. Killed Clementine's captor. You and 10% of players didn't kill the stranger. I purposely let up because, yeah, then it gives Clem the chance to do it, which feels appropriate despite, that forcement. But, we did tell her, it's just like, kill walkers and dangerous people. And he certainly fell into that, and she felt that way. So yeah, the stranger. And like I've said about him, again, the stranger is kind of like he's kind of like an unexpected final villain. But considering everything, again, he tries to be the judge of every decision you've made, in every major decision you made, as if he was there to, what would he have done in those situations? He thinks he knows better because he wasn't in those situations. Because if you do the exact opposite, if Clementine, if you, if you make other decisions, he comments on those too. Because no decision you make is good enough for him. Because again, he thinks he knows better from being outside of those decisions, as if he would. So, again, maybe he's commentary on people who whine about the decisions you make in games. But anyways, yeah, so the stranger, that's kind of what sums up with him. He gives off real, I forget the guy's name from The Last of Us, which came out later. Well, only a year later. That was 2013, right? Yeah, I don't remember the guy's name, but you know the guy. When you play as Ellie and he's that creep from the encampment who gets really weird. Nolan North plays him, and who gives off real, I'm trying to think of a better way to phrase it, but yeah, there's no really good way to phrase it. But the creepy guy who gives really Predator vibes, especially to Ellie, who I guess in the Last of Us show made that much more overt, but I haven't seen that, just never got around to it. But he gives off those vibes. If that was ever his intention with Clem, I don't think so, but at the same time, he, if there's any doubt about it, it's not good. And he certainly doesn't make the case for himself. Again, thinking he can be a better father, a surrogate father than Lee. Again, never being in those decisions and just taking the girl. So yeah, but then goodbye. Stopped Lee from turning. You and 95% of players made sure Lee didn't turn. And yeah, I think of just how this definitive version is tracking them compared to, if you play a certain version of the game on Xbox, then the Game of the Year version, or the Xbox One version, which I think is technically a separate thing, because, yeah, but, like all these different versions of the game, and people probably playing this still have played it before, or, or were convinced by, okay, I'm bumbling. But, the people that are giving these statistics are probably people who've played this before, or people showing this to other people. I'm imagining the percentage of people playing this for the first time themselves is very minimal, but all in all, you see the statistics skew, like probably people trying this version of the game go like, I never saved Doug before, so let's try saving Doug. Or, I never did this before, and I didn't, made sure Lee didn't turn. And you can just convince Clem to walk away, because, yeah, it's probably horrible to, make her do that. It's especially bad having the two main characters have to deliberate that. But in the end, we've taught Clem from the beginning, it's just like, you can't let someone turn into a walker. That is the ultimate punishment, basically. And that's the worst thing that can happen to somebody. And so if you can prevent it, or if you got to spare someone of it, you should. And it's kind of interesting where, if you don't say anything, it's just up to Clementine to figure out what to do, and then she figures it out on her own. And depending on what you taught her, she'll make, that's interesting. But that happens. And I feel really bad. I don't know what I did wrong, but it's just like you couldn't get the chance to say, I love you to Clementine. And I don't know what decision I made where that didn't pop up, because I swear that was just a decision. But either way. So yeah. Oh, long-term decisions. You defended his son in the drugstore. Yeah, talking about Kenny. You defended his son in the drugstore. You talked him down from ignoring his son's fate. You killed his son so he didn't have to. He was lost to the herd trying to save Ben. Again, I like Kenny. He's, kind of a real, southern jerk in some parts. But, he's trying. And when he loses everything, he loses his mind. But you're trying to keep him on the straight and narrow. And he goes through a lot, and you just wish it didn't have to end as badly for him. Sorry. I wish it could have gone differently. Katya, you found water for Duck when he needed it. She shot herself when faced with her son's death. Yeah, Katya is tragic. And, again, I like her too. She's, nice mom who's trying to do her best, but yeah, is having a hard time adjusting to how cruel this world can be. And as long as you care for Duck and Kenny, but even she has doubts about Kenny, knowing how he's changing and getting more aggressive in all this madness. And it's like she said, she loves her son more than life itself. Without him, what's the point of her life? Unfortunately. Larry, you tried to save him with CPR. Larry died in the meat locker at the dairy. Larry's a jerk. I've never sympathized with him in any of my playthroughs, but again, it's like letting him die in the meat locker is a horrible way to go. And it's like, well, if he dies, he's a walker. Lost, there was no stopping him. So Kenny's preemptive measure makes sense in a way, but it's like, I want to try to save him because maybe things can turn around. And then we got Lily. You backed her up when supplies went missing. You chose to reveal your past to her. You left her on the side of the road. Again, I kind of like Lily. I've sympathized with Lily way more in this playthrough than I ever have in any other. And on one hand, it's kind of like the hindsight. It's like, I know what she's going through. I know what she's right about or what's going to happen to her. Sorry, I started this game up knowing I'm going to leave her on the side of the road. And despite that, I tried. It's like, you know what? Yeah, she takes up the leader position because she's military and she's trying her best. But as she's losing more, all she had left with her was her dad. No one really likes her. Things is falling apart and people are losing trust in her. She snaps. All she's got left that really she can rely on is Lee. And again, I sympathize her with a lot more in this playthrough. But in the end, she cracks. And whether it's Carly or Doug, she kills someone, and that's just unconscionable in the way it happens. Just the, unprompted unprompted execution, and it's just like, no, we cannot abide by that. There is no excuse, and you're left here. And even again, if you still bring her along, she, ow. Sorry, I got my cat climbing up on me now. Can you go down, please? Thank you. And even if you bring her along, she takes the RV and Kenny goes like, well, the radiator's screwed anyway, so she ain't going to get far. So wherever she ends up, who knows? That's not our problem anymore. Sorry, I got my cat whining at me. Here. I opened up a grilled cheese sandwich with ham in it I made for it. I just threw her a piece, and it's just like, she smells the ham, and she'll get through all that cheese to get to it. Sorry. But then, yeah. So Lily, it's like, I kind of like her. Again, buff babe. But, yeah. I sympathize with her more, but in the end, her actions leave her, it's like, nope, every good piece of goodwill I had for you dies when you kill Carly or Doug. Then we got Omid. You helped him get onto the train. You were separated after you crossed the sign. Yeah. I've never sent them both over first, but I imagine it ends badly. So, or at least, they end up on the other side. I like Omid. He's fun. He's, kind. He's a joker. You helped him get on the train. It made sense at the time because, yeah, he's got the injured leg, which makes sense why he was had such a bad reaction to it, though. Yeah, Krista's pregnant, and so it's like, no, you got to help her. And then she catches up, and she tries to keep that secret, wound up. But yeah, I like Omid. Yeah, more characters. Ben, you defended Ben when he was accused of stealing. You stood up for Ben and Crawford. Ben fell to his death in a Savannah alleyway. You asked Ben to help you find Clementine. Yeah, again, as I stressed already, Ben is an incredible screw up. Like, it's amazing how much he messes up. But again, and the thing is, I know it doesn't excuse anything he's done between what happened with Katya, because you defend Ben, and that's mainly because Clem, it's just like, look, he screwed up, but he's trying, even if he doesn't think about the consequences of his actions. And honestly, a few, like the hatchet on the door, I can understand why he thought that wouldn't be a problem, and I kind of will defend him on that. He didn't see what happened or didn't know why that hatchet was there, And if he saw walkers there, he wouldn't have touched it. So it makes sense why he grabbed it. But yeah, that just led to more problems. And yeah, the way Ben died, because you can abandon him in Crawford. And again, even when I really hated him, that didn't feel right. And, in hindsight, it's like, I want you to try to do better. I want you to have your chance. Because also, yeah, Ben gets snubbed. He gets like, it's like, yep, you screwed up once, so we're not giving you another chance. And that's like right at the beginning. He's just left to his devices. And because he's just left alone and nobody trusts him, so he's left alone to just make his own decisions. And then that's when things get bad. Because no one, will give him... I know, and that's on his fault, but, still. So Ben, again, in the end, he gives me, kid trying to help his dad with a house project and getting yelled at for grabbing the wrong tool. And that's like every interaction with Ben. That's how everybody treats him. So he lashes out and it causes problems unintentionally. But I was hoping he could get a chance to do better. But anyways. What? Sorry, I got my cat meowing at me. Okay, Carly, you trusted her with your past. You saved her life at the cost of another. She was killed by Lily. You agreed with her to tell others about your past. And yeah, it's like, it's just like, look, you might have done something bad in your past, but that doesn't make you bad now. If you were a detriment to the group, that'd be one thing, but you're not. You're trying your best to help people, and you're acting like a good person, So we should give you the chance, even if you do have distasteful things in your background. And, she encouraged you to tell everybody else. And everyone actually takes it pretty well. But I suppose they do because I was on mostly good terms with Kenny, Katja, Lily. And, even Ben is just sort of like, it's like, oh, well, you trust me with something. I really appreciate that. So yeah, just that. Again, I really like Carly, and it's a shame it ended. Me and my friend restarted that section because it doesn't work. That's how it ends. We'll miss her. A lot of people will miss her probably the most. Krista, you met her on your worst day thus far. You revealed your bite to her. You told her and Omi to meet you at the train. You asked her and Omi to take care of Clementine. Again, I like Krista. She's a hard ass, but again, it makes sense. Where, like I said, she's the hard ass because Omid is the soft one. But because, it's like, well, we got a baby to worry about. We can't just be trusting other people. We've been fine on our own. And, loads of other stuff. And she's trying to, think about her family first, Omid, and their unborn child. And it makes sense why she's so protective of, why she's so defensive, why she's so protective, why she doesn't really want to give you much slack. And, it's like, yeah, I get it. She's got to be the adult of the group. But your brother, he died when walkers attacked the drugstore. Again, Doug is actually a really cool guy. He's kind of like the Kaidan of Mass Effect, or, Kaidan in Mass Effect. It's like, people really don't give him a chance. If you do, he actually has a lot of cool depth to him. And yeah, Doug is just, the best guy ever. He is, the most, good person out of everyone in the game. Where, he tries his best, he tries to be supportive, and yeah, he sacrifices himself for Ben if you take him along and Lily shoots him on accident. He is willing to give up his life and feels survivor's guilt for Carly. So, it's like, if you save him, he doesn't feel like he deserves it, and always wishes, it shouldn't have been me, it should have been someone else, and will do his and still does his best. He was not bitten back in Macon. You shot him before he could turn. You let him be your sidekick. Solve a mystery. That's a weird phrasing on that bottom one. But yeah, Duck, I like him too. He's a good kid. He's dumb, but he's well-meaning, and he's trying. And yeah, saved his life at Herschel's farm. Again, in hindsight, it really does feel like Duck is really responsible for Sean, sorry, it's been a while. He really feels like he's responsible for Sean's death. He ran over his leg with the tractor. Sean made noise. That drew the walkers in, and we saved him because we couldn't save Sean. But still, it's your reflex gotta save the kid. And even in hindsight, it's just even if you try to save Sean, you can't. And so, hard to tell how he even got bitten the way he did back at the motel when he, got bit, but, semantics. And yeah, we couldn't put Kenny through that. And you know what? For what it was worth, he made a good Robin. He helped us out. No, I thought there'd be more characters yet. But yeah, Walking Dead, loads of great, interesting characters and decisions you make. And again, I know people kind of look like... Okay, Telltale popularized like this point and click, butterfly effect, your choices matter gameplay style that a bunch of other games eventually like took on their own or, even took on Telltale's formula. From, Telltale continuing that same ethos with their other games. Right after this, it was Wolf Among Us and Walking Dead Season 2. And Enix that made Life is Strange, where it had that same mechanic, but except you could rewind time so you could go back on a few decisions and see what the short-term consequences were, but that didn't account for what the long-term consequences would be. But all that, what other games? But King's Quest came back and they adopted the style. The popular point and click, creators of the 80s and 90s came back and they decided to come back and make a revival game with, the modern, King's Quest Walking Dead and using their style of choices matter, point and click, put items together. What else? Until Dawn by Supermassive? Yeah, Supermassive. But, sorry, I also got so much to say about the cast. Kenny and Ben? Okay, sorry. Sorry, where was I? But it's like Until Dawn, horror game with that kind of thing. It's like your choices matter and you got like irony completely clouding your vision. So let's see how things work out. And just like all these point and click games and kind of like also like a Mass Effect, but in a different regard. But anyways, so like Walking Dead was one of the front runners of like the choices matter gameplay style that everyone was loving at the time that kind of dropped down by the time we got to the mid-late 2010s. And that was mainly because like when people went back and replayed it or looked up what other solutions were, it's just like, oh, nothing really changes. It all ends the same. For an example, if Mr. Parker and the bear thrown in the back of the truck can't be saved and attacks Katja instead. There's a lot of different ways to reach the same conclusion in the way. Like if you let Ben die and, you go on with Krista, Omid and Kenny, Kenny makes Lee lose the walkie-talkie, and so Krista goes in to go get it, and Kenny goes to help her out. So, Kenny is still left behind somewhere along the way, so you still lose Kenny no matter what. Yeah. So just Clementine sees people in the distance and they spot her. But I think that's just Krista and Omid, I'm pretty sure. Just the way they walk and the way their frames look. Anyways, but this Telltale popularized like the point and click, like choose as we go. But, because people would look at it's like, oh, it doesn't really matter what your choices make. It all ends the same. There's no way to save Lee. There's no way to save Carly. It all ends the same. So what's the point? Your choices don't really matter. No, they do. And I've always kind of rejected that idea. It's like, oh, your choices don't really matter because the game ends the same way. Well, it's how you get there. Because, like in Wolf Among Us, like in Batman, like in, the Walking Dead games, and like all those choose your own, make your choices games, the thing is, yes, but not every dialogue option can have a spider web that branches out to a million different conclusions. There's no way that's feasibly possible to even make, really. So it does have a route to follow. But again, the important thing is, what do you feel in the moment? What is your first instinct? And you can look on that. And again, Lee says it, in the drugstore. It's like, you think you got things under control, or you think you did the right. I'm paraphrasing, but you think you did something wrong. You look back on it and you think you could have done something different, but in the moment when you're really there, you don't have a choice. It's like when you're in that moment, it's that moment that matters. It's the moment you got to make that decision and choose what you think is right from your sensibilities, from your perspective, what you feel about the things around you, and what you think the right choice is right then and there. And that's what's interesting about these games, and that's why I still like them. Because even though, it's like, yeah, not every effect is going to have a mirror, a window crack, and have the options they give you and the positions they put you in tell such a compelling story. Now, hold on. And yeah, this is still one of my all-time favorite games. There is so much here. Between the great performances, and I wanted to jump into, and I probably shouldn't because this is already running on 2 hours, and I gotta wrap up. But, so many good performances. Like, everyone performs their role well. Dave Fennoy and Melissa Hutchinson, if getting the names right, it's like they carry this in a lot of ways. Great performances overall, great rapport, and everyone else just supplements that, just adds to it, because everyone else puts in a great performance too. I forget Kenny's actor as well, from his different tiers of, calm to screaming, the voice, but yeah. And everybody else, or like Larry, I remember learning about this from the Pro CD Let's Play, but who voices Larry, voiced Launchpad McQuack in the original DuckTales cartoon, and it's like, boy, that's some dissonance. But it's interesting. Everybody here's got some really good range when it comes to just everything. So yeah, all the performances are really good. That definitely carries it. So when people say it's kind of like we had the recent, still ongoing, but actor strikes and everything, and for voiceover acting, and if people say performance doesn't matters, you must really not care about the art form, because no, performance matters. AI will not do what Dave Fennoy can do. AI will not do not going to replace real talent, nor should it. And, again, it's their performances that really carry it and what really sells the emotions and the connection these characters have. And, I guess that sums it up. It's like, and that's important. Performance is important in a lot of ways. It's why I wanted to get into voice acting. And now that I'm into it and I just want to get better, I'm not an actor. I'm not trained in any way. Most of my stuff has just come from doing commentary on videos like this, but I want, to affect art in the way that Dave Fennoy does. The way Lee as a character can capture so many. That's what I want. And that's a big inspiration. But, it's... Well, I guess, this game is kind of like an inspiration. It's like why I wanted to act, I guess, or why I want to do voiceover, because the performances do so much to make these characters more alive than really any other game I had experienced up to that point, and still even now. So, that's me. And, I'm only finally getting on that train, as it were, and, getting into voiceover, and I'm not, far into it. I'm not great at it, but I'm trying. And, this game, I can kind of look back on and go like, that's what made me want to try, at least. And now I've got the, at least, opportunity to really make a go of it. But that's something else. Because overall, and, getting on to more stuff, but, and the gameplay, this is still, this game still holds up, immaculately, I think. Kind of, yeah, it kind of glitchy. Things look a little awkward, but still, it's the character moments and then like the story that carries it, that makes it still hold up. And that there are so many slight variations on decisions you make or dialogue options that can still change up, how characters perceive you and how you interact with them further on, and little jokes and references I'm only noticing. Again, right when I started the game, I realized the stranger was driving on the same road we were on. And that adds just like a little extra layer of just sort of like, this was, it's like he was there. He was nearby when all of this happened. And really, the game takes place in a very small area in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, it's just interesting. But so yeah, sorry, I could keep rambling. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about that I'm forgetting or after coming back to it again. I recently watched a whole Let's Play of somebody else playing this and making, mostly it's my same decisions I did, some slightly different ones. And it's just sort of like, I still come back to this game and it's just sort of like, it's still so new. It's still so fresh. I would literally be interested in making a whole Let's Play channel just dedicated to Walking Dead, Let's Plays with other people, getting them to experience it for the first time. I would do that, but, that'd be hard to finagle. But, I'd be interested in doing that because seeing how people react to certain things the first time or what they feel like, again, their perspective, changing how they approach characters or what they want or what they look for. It's interesting, But anyways, sorry, I'm rambling. But, and there is DLC to this, but we'll get to that another time. As effectively, this is the end of it. Again, still one of my all-time favorite games, and I'm glad I finally, I came back to it. And, yeah. And the thing is, now I got more, because The Walking Dead is the game I'm most familiar with. Like, I have only played through Walking Dead Season 2 and 3 once. I have not played Michonne, and I have not played Season 4. And I don't even know what lies ahead in that one. And I've been kind of avoiding it, because when Telltale went under and you learned about all the bad practices the company had and how bad the work culture was, it kind of burned me, and it's just sort of like, you know what? Maybe that's it. As much as I care about the series, just sort of like, if supporting that company after all that is going to happen, then what's the point? And I've managed, I don't care about spoilers really that much. There's so much media out there. I'm not going to get hung up on just like, oh, I haven't seen this. Oh, I haven't played this. Oh, I can't learn anything about that. It's so hard to have conversations with people or learn about certain things if you've got to worry about that. So I'm not really worried about it, But I've managed to keep unspoiled on Season 4 for a long time. And, maybe now I should finally get to it and just like still keep that with me at least. But anyways. So yeah, Walking Dead, yeah. Telltale has made a lot of good things. Wolf Among Us, Tales from the Borderlands, Batman Enemy Within. But Walking Dead, the first season, is still, I think, their magnum opus. This is what they're known for. This is the bar. Even though you'd think it's just sort of like, oh, Wolf Among Us Season 2 is going to be compared to Wolf Among Us Season 1. No. I'm still going to be compared. It's like, how does this make me feel compared to Walking Dead Season 1? This is their masterpiece to me. And so whatever Telltale does going forward with the new management and new people, whatever they do, this is the legacy they got to live up to. And, they don't necessarily have to, but if they can't besmirch this, whatever they create or whatever they do, it's not, let me rephrase that. They don't have to make another Walking Dead. Although, if I'm honest, I would really be into a remake or something. Like, if they remastered this properly, like, if they did this, Wolf Among Us 2 might look like. If they do that with Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us looks brighter and more colorful. But, with all the engine problems and other stuff, this could, I'd be so down for a major update. But that's not a requirement, just an idea. But, it's like, they don't have to make something as good as Walking Dead. But it's just, yeah, that's just how I feel. It's like Walking Dead is the thing they're competing with, and whatever they have in the future, I just hope it can live up to this legacy very well. So yeah. Again, I could probably keep going. I want to talk more about performances. I want to talk more about, character moments and other subtleties, but there's a bunch of other games to carry on from. And the thing is, Walking Dead is also the Walking Dead series is also a interesting timeline of events of how people saw Telltale. We're done. I'm just thinking about, what else do I say? It's like there's a lot I could say, but it's like I think that's enough for now. We're going to come back for 400 Days, the DLC, but that's its own thing. As far as we're concerned, the main story is done. And 400 Days kind of leads into Season 2, and we'll get to that eventually. I got a lot of stuff on my plate right now, but I want to get to that soon. But for now, I'm trying to think of a cool tagline, but I got nothing. So we'll just wrap up. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off. And thank you for watching me play The Walking Dead.